Do you still use an older Android phone? If you do, these are the steps that I would recommend you take to make sure your Android phone, even though it is older, is operating as smoothly as possible and you're maximizing that Android phone to last you many more years. Now, hop into the Settings app on your Android phone. So just swipe up and find that Settings app. The very first thing we'll do is scroll down until you see towards the bottom is Software Update. Just tap on Software Update, and then let's tap on Download and Install. Now, one big culprit that a lot of people immediately think is, oh, there's a software update. You can see Android version 16 here on my Samsung Galaxy, and I might want to update to the latest version. However, you might not want to update your phone to the latest version, and there's a really important reason why, and I'll show you why. Now, on here, this is Geekbench Browser. Essentially what this does is it measures the speed of various devices. And you can see at the very top, Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. It doesn't have the S26 on this list. And you can see it doesn't necessarily matter what these numbers mean, but you can see a score of 2850. It won't let me zoom in. But if I scroll down and I get down to about 1400 here, you can see at 1400 is the Samsung Galaxy S22. So if you have an S22, it's about half of the capacity or half of the speed of an S25. That means essentially if you update your phone, whether you have a Samsung Galaxy or a Google Pixel or any other older Android phone, what it means is this latest version of Android version 16, is built for the newest Android phones, which have a lot more functionality and capacity than your older phone. So you might want to consider staying with the older software updates and not update to the latest version. The next thing we're going to check is, let's go back out of here, because there are two big things that I find people saying and commenting on when they have an older Android phone. One is that battery life starts to degrade pretty quickly. And then the second one is the speed. So let's take care of both of those things. Now, battery life first. Go to the very beginning of your settings and let's scroll down until we get to battery and tap on that. The first thing we'll do on battery is we're going to scroll down to the bottom and tap on battery information. You can see battery capacity here and make sure there's no warnings on here that say there's an issue with your battery or that your battery needs to be changed. If your battery is not lasting through the day, you can replace it and it's fairly cheap to replace it, but you don't necessarily need to do that right away because there are a number of things we can do to help prolong your battery life. So the first thing I would recommend doing is going to the top here and you can see power saving. Now, if I tap on power saving, it says essentially I can turn this on and I can limit my CPU speed, turn off always on display. This is sort of a one button option to help prolong that battery life to last you throughout the day, even if it's starting to degrade. However, if you don't necessarily want to do that or you want to do other options, you can go to background usage limits. Now, this is one, put unused apps to sleep. I would highly recommend everybody have this turned on. So if that's off, just turn that on. Essentially, any apps that are running in the background, it will immediately put them to sleep and only use the resources on your Android phone on the apps that are currently running on your display. Now, let's go back out of here because another big one is battery protection. Let's make sure to turn this on, and you can either choose basic or maximum, and you can limit the charge capacity. You can see 80% or 90%. This helps increase the entire lifespan of your battery by not charging it to 100%. Every time you do charge it to 100%, it kind of degrades the battery a little bit faster and a little more than if you just charged it to 80% or 90%. Now, another thing we can do is go back out of here, and depending on your phone, I want you to scroll down and see View Details under Battery Usage. Let's tap on View Details and let's go back a couple days. And what you're going to check for is which apps are using your battery the most. If you find there are specific apps that are really just draining your battery and are super battery intensive, you can always tap on that app and you can see background usage limits. All you need to do is tap that on, and we can choose to either put it to sleep or put it in deep sleep. And this will help your phone preserve its battery for certain apps that are just using it up over and over and over, especially if it's using it up in the background. So you're going to want to check all of these and make sure those are not turned on and using up your battery in the background. Now let's go back to the very beginning and do a trick that will help to speed up an older Android phone. But first, if this helps you so far, hit that subscribe button down below. Hit the like button. It just takes you a couple of seconds. It's completely free and it really helps me out. Thanks, guys. Now, from the beginning of your settings, let's speed up your phone. But to do that, we need to scroll down to the very bottom and tap on About Phone. Now, within About Phone, let's scroll down again until we get to Software Information. And now there's a hidden option that enables developer options. So we can tap on this build number 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now I'm going to enter in the PIN for my phone and hit OK. Now I've turned on developer options, and there's a cool feature that will speed up your phone after we've done that. So let's go back and back again. And now under About Phone is Developer Options. Now Developer Options has tons of things. You don't necessarily need to use all these, but we're going to make use of a couple of things that will really speed up the functionality of your phone, even though it's an older Android phone. So keep scrolling down. Again, it's a very long list of things until you get to, it is on the drawing section. And it's Windows Animation Scale, Transition Animation Scale, and Animator Duration Scale. We're going to tap on all of these and set them to 0.5x. The reason why we're doing this is it basically makes all of the animations and all of the kind of movement on your Android phone faster. So you'll be able to see when I hop out of here, it really quickly hops out of those apps. And if I switch to other apps, I can go to this one. You'll be able to see everything operates really fast. So this is a good trick that will help speed up your Android phone. Now, the last thing I would recommend doing is let's go back to the very beginning of your settings. If you have an older phone, it is more likely to die on you at any given moment. So more important than any other phone is that it is backed up. So let's go down and find Accounts and Backups and tap on that. And then next to Google Drive, just tap on Backup Data. Make sure photos and videos, as well as other device data, make sure all of this is turned on and selected. And then just tap Backup Now, so that just in case, if your older Android phone does die or cause any issues, you always have that backup in case you need to buy a new Android phone. You'll have all of that to restore to that backup. I hope this helps. Again, if it did, hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps me out. Thanks, guys.